Hey, what's going
Hey,
on,
man.
Andrew?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Brad? I appreciate you pulling this meeting together for me.
No. Hey, man, I'm glad that you're here. Obviously, there was some stuff that happened in your last match that everyone was pretty vocal about, and I feel like in order to move forward and get you another match on the books, this is something that we had to do. So I appreciate you taking the time because obviously an apology is needed and is necessary.
100%. I agree. An apology needs to happen. I just put out my best Ed Harris film as an olive branch to PLD because obviously I went hard on him. And the fact that he's willing to do this shows just how big of a man he is.
Well, okay. No, I appreciate the creep show. His willingness to do what exactly?
To apologize.
That's
what I'm here for. Yeah, absolutely.
I think you misread the email that I sent over. PLD will be offering no sort of an apology to you. We were here for you to apologize to Paul DiNuzio and to all the fans of the First Class League, the best fans in the entire universe, for running the name of the league and our head writer through the mud. That's why we're having this meeting.
Okay, no. Okay, sure. PLD deserves some attention here because I don't know if you remember this, Brad. The minute the stream ended, after that weird little glitch, it cuts to the Jason Mewes Twitch channel. Did you not notice that? Does that not a message to me from Paulie D to come after what I know and show and not only just prove my point that something was fishy, no. Okay, no, there is no apology happening on my end for PLD.
Okay, you know what? No. Andrew, I understand that you have concerns. However, you cannot, as a representative of this league, run Paul DiNuzio's name through the mud. I'm not going to allow that to happen. That's what we're not going to do. We are not going to do that. So I'm going to give you an opportunity. Are you going to apologize?
Okay. All right. Okay. You're really putting my foot in my mouth here, and you're making me really make a stand. Absolutely never will I apologize to PLD.
Okay, you know what, Andrew Furtado?
Brad? You know what? I don't want to hear this. Unless PLD's coming on, I'm not putting my headphones on. You can officially say anything you want, and it doesn't matter because I can't hear you anymore.
Well, you know what? I'm glad that you can't, but the world is going to hear me right now because you leave me no choice. Andrew, the closer, Furtado, it is well within my powers. You are hereby suspended for the next 30 days. Oh, what? You heard that?
Excuse me. Can you repeat yourself real quick? I'm sorry. I thought you said suspended for 30 days.
That's exactly what I said, Andrew Furtado. You are hereby officially suspended for the next 30 days. This is me officially giving you notice for running the name of this league and Paul DiNuzio through the mud. 30 days. Enjoy it. And I hope you watch every Ed Harris and Kevin Smith film that was ever in existence.
Are you insane right now? You're going to jump on me. And now, look, I understand. I'll take the suspension, but then you throw my face in it when you ask me to watch Kevin Smith films as if I haven't seen them all. You give me a person who has the Buddy the Elf over there on his shelf, and you're going to come at me?
Look.
You give him...
Andrew. This is my final decision. You're suspended for 30 days. But guess what, my friend? Guess what? Hey. You all right. Take care, man.
We love to celebrate legends. We love to see champions become immortal. And now we can see the future stars of tomorrow. We get to see the next generation of elite movie trivia players. And we all get a first-class seat.
The First Class League is absolutely the next giant step in the evolution of the Schmodown.
And the First Class League is where the future superstars are born, where the future of swag is born.
The First Class League is everything in the future of the Schmodown.
I'm not in the business of sitting here trying to tell all these other dicky-doo managers who I got my eye on, but I got my eye on the FCL.
And we're going to be able to see, we could groom this person, or look at all these people flying first class.
The First Class League is really important to the development of Schmodown players.
You don't want to miss it. You want to see the birth of what will be the best of the best.
The First Class League is going to shape what all future drafts and free agency signings in the Schmodown look like from here on out.
You better believe that that is going to be the first place I look when I think about who I want to be added to the Stars, who I want on my faction.
We're going to find the next crop of rookies in the First Class League.
There's a slew of players that could come into the majors right now and do damage.
We got Jared Habon, we got David Campbell, we got the Cinefanatics.
Rick Hong, the Ghost, Gallego. These guys were trained in the dungeon, so they already know how to play.
Brad Gilmore and Steph Sabra together. I don't know if there are two more suited people to bring up a new generation and a new class of competitors that are gonna kick butt.
Good people running it. And when good people run things, you get good things. Hence, like my life.
You literally could be watching the person that dethrones Dan Murrell as the GOAT watching the First Class League.
The First Class League, I'm telling you, Den Mama's going to be watching.
We're going to get to see them from their very first match in the First Class League all the way till they make some belts.
I can't wait to see who comes out of it, and I can't wait to see who comes to the Schmodown this year, next year, every year.
And, if anybody does bad on my team, which I don't think they will, they get kicked off and we'll draft somebody from the First Class League.
It's maybe, some would even say, the very best idea the Movie Trivia Schmodown has had since we got new belt polish.
First Class League, every single Tuesday. Who knows? One day, you may be looking at him and talking about Swag Squad. Drip, drip.
Hello, everybody. Once again, my name is the Boat, Brad Gilmore, and welcome to FCL number 4, joined as always by Steph Sabra. Steph, how you doing?
Brad, I'm so good. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great because here we are. We're now 4 shows in, a full month of entertainment that we've brought to the masses with the First Class League, and it's been all roses, all aces as far as the match play has gone. Also, the feedback that we've gotten from all the people who've been supporting the show on the Movie Trivia Schmodown Twitch channel, also over there on Schmodown Extras on YouTube. You can go do that. Steph Sabra, we have 2 big matches going down this week. Obviously, late to the party. They are back in the Movie Trivia Schmodown universe, but as singles competitors, we're going to see Robert Montano in our main event taking on Andres the Ghost Gallegos. But up first, Tom Chatalbash is going to take on Vanessa Fitzsimmons. Vanessa Fitzsimmons, obviously a longtime fan favorite. How are you feeling about these matchups that we have this week, Steph Sabra?
I think it's really fun, especially this first one coming up. We have one who's more new, a name that we aren't as familiar with. And then with Fitzsimmons, we are more familiar with her. So I think the combination of having 2 opposite sides of the spectrum make the match even more exciting. And even more, the stakes are even higher, but it's also all fun and good that we have those opposite sides.
Oh, absolutely. The stakes are high in every FCL match as we march on through our calendar. Soon we'll be crowning a champion here in the First Class League. I know a lot of people are excited about that proposition. Also, the Movie Trivia Schmodown proper has been on fire. Great matches last week. If you missed any of them, including Lon Harris and Drew McQueenie, make sure you go check that out and become a patron at the $10 level. That's how you're going to get all the events, including Free For All, this upcoming Saturday, a 5-hour pay-per-view extravaganza that I'm sure I'm going to enjoy discussing with my man Frank Janisch over there on the Schmodown Rundown. But when you talk about newcomer versus experience, we've seen these matchups before, Steph Sabra. Last week, there was newcomer versus someone who's more experienced. In that main event, Kofi Outlaw was able to outlast the Kingsman. Have you seen, in your opinion, any noticeable difference that the experience has really gained an edge for those competitors? Or has it been evenly matched in your estimation because this is the FCL, things are a little different?
I think it goes both ways. I think there's definite benefits that you can't deny when you do have experience, the composure, a little bit more comfortability. But then again, the nature of the way these matches are played and won is that anything can happen and you have to be prepared and you have to, luck has to be in your favor. You have to be on it, knowing what the answers are, knowing how to recall them quickly, not letting anything like character get in your way, and just keeping that composure. And we've seen how, you know, if you do have that mindset, if you are focused and confident in yourself and just play your game or whatever game you prepared for today's match, it is turning out well.
So we will see if experience or that luck will come into play in our first match. We're going to take a look at the promo package put together by the incredible Adam Witt. This is Vanessa Fitzsimmons versus Tom Chatalbash. Take a look.
Hey guys, it's been a while, and I am so excited to be here.
So I'm versing Vanessa Fitzsimmons in my first match in the first class league of the Schmodown.
They told me that I'm going up against a Tom, and forgive me if I'm saying the last name wrong, Chatalbash. Chatalbash.
Jabs have been thrown. Apparently people need to pay for the DLC to unlock me to play Vanessa Fitzsimmons. Fair jab, I get it. I'm not as well known as some other players.
But they seem like such a lovely person, and I hope that they're enjoying themselves just as much as I'm enjoying this red vine.
I need to prove myself, but you know, the thing about untapped talent is that people don't really know its value until it's finally put on full display. So I'm happy to prove myself.
What was that? I'm now being told that I'm supposed to insult my opponent? Oh heavens no! The key to success is positivity, and there is nothing but positive vibes coming from me.
Vanessa seems like she'll be a very capable competitor. I'm excited to go toe-to-toe with her, and I think that this is going to be a great match. I think that we're going to have a great time playing one another. I think it's going to be a close one. I think things are going to get heated, but in a good way.
The last time you saw me, I did have a partner by my side, but now it's time for me to shine.
I am happy to put in the work to show the people that I deserve a place in this first class league. Am I out for blood? I mean, who's to say? Am I willing to do what it takes? Absolutely. Am I going to try to make someone cry?
But you know what they say? Winning is the goal, and you can't win on an empty stomach. Yeah, that's what they say.
I cannot wait to make my mark in the first class league and show the other competitors that I'm someone they should be scared of and not someone they should be laughing off. I'll see you Tuesday.
And we're back here on the First Class League, FCL 4 in full effect, and we are about to see it. Our first match of the week, Vanessa Fitzsimmons taking on Tom Chatalbash. I know that we're supposed to be impartial. I know that we are. But, you know, it's kind of like with parents. You have a favorite child. I happen to know that I may or may not be my parents' favorite out of the four. I don't know where you sit on that. Okay.
Absolutely golden child.
At 100%. So given that we're aware of this, are you leaning one way or another, Steph Sabra? I mean, do you want to reveal, tip your cap, reveal your thinking?
Well, here's the thing. If we want to use parent metaphors, we are in the stage of parenting where the kids are, although they are adults, they are just born in the sense that they are born in the FCL. Like, this is the time where you prove yourself in a different way because these are everyone's first matches in this specific league. So I don't have favorites. I have like things I like that people do in their promos one way or another. I love Fitzsimmons with the red vine. I mean, I got to ask her about that when we get her on. But in terms of favorite of who I think they're going to win, I just want to, that's what I'm loving about these first few matches. We're just seeing them new.
Hey, you know what though? I do have a favorite.
Okay,
I'm going to tell you right now. Right now, my favorite is Molly Damon in the chat, who just gifted some subs to the channel, to the Twitch stream. I appreciate you, Molly Damon, of course, over there from a certain point of view. Hashtag the View Crew. We appreciate you, Molly, for supporting the stream. But no, I just wanted to put you on the spot, Steph Sabra, see if you were going to give me an answer. But you did the right thing. You followed through. We remained impartial.
It's called good parenting, Brad.
I'm learning.
You don't tell your favorite child; they just know.
They just know. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I think that we are ready to begin. So let us introduce our first competitor. Making his professional movie trivia debut with a record of 0 wins, 0 losses, and 0 draws. He is Tom Chatalbash.
going on? How's it going, everybody?
How's it going, Tom? Welcome to the FCL. I've seen you around on the Twitter sphere all week. I've seen you over there on certain shows, making your presence known. What does it feel like to finally be here? The day has arrived. You are making your debut in competitive movie trivia.
I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm determined. But most of all, I'm ready to play.
Heck yes. I love, I was watching some interviews that you've done, and you are the one out of all the competitors that I think we've seen that really is loving the fact that you do have this blank slate of 0 wins, 0 losses, and just trying to make a name for yourself. Are you feeling more excited or more nervous about that?
No, I like it. I just think it's a super exciting thing. You don't have this record, this, undefeated record coming against you. You can go in with a clean slate, a clear head. I'm ready.
Well, we're excited to see you and see you display your knowledge to the masses. No pressure, Tom. No pressure at all. But we're excited to see it. But it's time to bring in your opponent. Making a return to the Movie Trivia Schmodown universe. Representing late to the party, Vanessa Fitzsimmons. Oh, and look at that, reading
my
back
gosh.
from the future.
I'm so embarrassed. I like to break a mental sweat as well. Good book. You should get it.
Yo!
First of all, love the Ben Stiller reference. Dodgeball, top movie. And thank you for promoting my book so I didn't have to.
You're welcome.
But how you doing, Vanessa?
I'm doing good. I'm excited.
You're making... Go ahead, Steph.
That was just we were just talking about picking favorites. Vanessa took the quick second. I don't know if she planned that before or after she heard that. Grabbed your book and then just presented it like a queen. That was a money move right there.
Stop it.
What does it feel like, though, Vanessa, to be back in the movie sphere, in the trivia sphere, and competing here as an individual?
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see what I can do by myself. Like I said in my pre-interview, I had a partner, so I had someone there, but now I'm going to do this one myself, so I'm excited to see what I can do.
Has the preparation been for the solo matches any bit different? Has it always included the red vines, or is that a new twist for the FCL?
That's a new twist for the FCL because I love red vines, and I figured might as well enjoy something that I love while I'm having fun.
Well, you might as well. I appreciate that. This is a day of love, so we're glad that you're bringing the red vines to the table. I'm sure there are a lot of people watching right now who that was really delectable to them. So let us get to it. Vanessa, thank you. Here we are, Steph Sabra. We have Tom. We have Vanessa. So I leave this to you to kick it off the right way. Steph, go for it.
All right, everyone, without further ado, it's time to get classy! Woo! Yeah, I needed the air horn.
There we go. I gave you a little bit. Well, Tom, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Vanessa, you're ready.
As Harry Connick Jr. likes to say, kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy. Let's do this.
All right, let's go to the rules for round number 1. Here in the FCL, the rules are very simple. Both players will receive the same 8 questions. They will write their answers on their whiteboard. Now, you need to speak and reveal the answer that you have written when your name is called. Each correct answer is worth 1 point, and for the entirety of the match, you get 3 question repeats, which we affectionately call the JTE rule, and you have 1 challenge per the match. So if you're clear on the rules and y'all both said that you are ready, it is time here for the First Class League. And we go to question number 1 in the realm of action adventure. This 1995 action comedy directed by Michael Bay stars Will Smith and Martin Lawrence as 2 Miami narcotics detectives named Marcus Burnett and Mike Lowry.
Always exciting as we get this first question in. Ooh, quick response.
And you see the faces. The faces are so in tune with it right now. We don't even need the full clock. We're going to go, though, anyway. 5, 4, 3, 2, and I go to Tom first.
I have Bad Boys.
Bad Boys is correct. Vanessa,
Bad Boys.
what you gonna do when they come for you? Somewhere Josh McCouga is watching this film right now. That is correct as we get to question number 2.
Question number 2 in the category of directors. Which actress made her feature film directorial debut with Pitch Perfect 2?
Gotta be honest with you, Steph. I really like these movies.
I mean, the music is in you, Brad. That is clear, and it's hard not to like them.
It's here. It's here. It's in my heart.
Anna Kendrick?
Anna Kendrick. How could you not be a fan? Shout out to PJ Campbell for gifting some subs. Also, Aunt Nudge for gifting subs. And we need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we go to Vanessa.
Elizabeth Banks.
That is correct. And we go to Tom.
Elizabeth Banks.
And that is correct. We have a tied up game 2-2.
2-2 still early in this one. We'll see if maybe both of these competitors will be able to go for the perfect round as we go to your third question in the realm of comedies. This 2012 action comedy stars Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum as police officers who are forced to relive high school when they are assigned to go undercover as high school students.
I feel like Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum are having a good 420.
I'm sure it's more than an adequate celebration between the two of them. I'm sure they're having a great time. Hopefully they're not, spending any more time though in high schools because that would be a little odd.
Weird.
Little odd here. But we need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go to Tom.
21 Jump Street.
That is correct, Vanessa.
21 Jump Street.
That is correct. All right, 3-3 going into question number 4.
We are moving along. Question number 4 in the category of movie release dates. This year saw the release of the following animated films: Shrek, Monsters, Inc., and Atlantis, The Lost Empire.
Gotta say, this is a great trifecta here. Atlantis, I really enjoy, but I feel like the movie doesn't get enough love. You don't hear
I
about
agree with that, but I also couldn't live in a world without Shrek.
Oh, well, who could? Who
Shrek
could?
too.
But do you like Donkey or do you like the dragon from Mulan for Eddie Murphy voiceovers?
Ooh, that's a hard one, and we are out of time, and we go to Vanessa.
No. I said 2001.
That is correct. What we were looking for. Tom, we go to you next.
First, I want to say Atlantis is incredibly underrated. And second, I'd like to say 2001.
Tom, you are right and right. That was a double right answer right there.
But still only worth 1 point as we're tied up now 4-4 going into question number 5. Both players still perfect with a few questions remaining in the category of fantasy sci-fi. What is the subtitle of the first film released in the Chronicles of Narnia franchise?
Close game. 4-4 on the scoreboard. Love to see it.
Haven't had that double perfect round yet in the FCL. We are only, what is it now? 7 matches in. So we'll see if it happens today. Need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we go to Tom.
That would be The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is correct. And Vanessa.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is correct. When I read that book, that was the first time I ever heard the words Turkish delight, and it sounded great. It sounded delicious.
It does.
So we go still perfect, 5-5, going into question 6.
Question number 6 in the category of the 2000s. What is the title of the second installment in the Christopher Nolan's Batman series?
Chris Nolan, obviously regarded now as a Steven Spielberg-esque director. Really love The Prestige. You ever seen The Prestige?
No.
No?
I have.
With,
I
with-
have
with
to see it. Roxy
Bale and
Strikes
Jackson?
told me about this. Yeah.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go to Tom.
I have The Dark Knight.
That is absolutely correct. We go to Fitzsimmons.
The Dark Knight.
Wow, we have a tied up game 6-6 on the board, Brad.
Wow, I don't know if anyone's come this close. We saw Gerald Battaglia obviously get that perfect first round, but both players, not a miss and not a sweat broken or a red vine eaten as we get to the 7th question. Famous actors and actresses. In how many films has Tom Cruise played the character of Jack Reacher?
My favorite Tom Cruise performance was in Oprah's Couch.
Maybe his most iconic. I can't believe he wasn't nominated for that one. It was great. It was great.
No,
We didn't answer.
no.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Total snub. And we go to Vanessa.
2.
2 is correct. Tom.
I also have 2.
Oh, my Lord. And here we are, 7-7. Going
Look at
into
that.
the final question in round number 1. Now, if both of these players get it, they will both be asked the same bonus question, but we'll see if they can get there for the 8th and final question in round 1.
This is exciting. Question number 8 in the category of franchises. What is the title of the 4th and most recent installment in the Indiana Jones franchise?
Tension's running high here for our first ever double perfect round. Is it possible? Is it possible? We're about to see. I'm waiting on bated breath.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Vanessa, can you give us your answer?
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
That is correct. Tom, what do you have for question number 8?
They should have stopped at 3, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I agree.
Although I disagree with that assessment, both players get a perfect round number 1 for the first time in FCL history. Now, I will ask you a bonus question. Now, since both of you got this correct, you have to write your answer still down on your whiteboard. Show it to you when we ask for it to be shown. And here it is, your bonus question in round number 1. Shane Black directed this 2016 action comedy film starring Russell Crowe as an enforcer and Ryan Gosling as a private eye who team up to investigate the disappearance of a teenage girl.
I feel like I'm in the kitchen watching the microwave because I'm so excited for the food to be out. I just want both of them to hit this.
I feel that on a personal level.
That was a solid one. I love that. Okay, we need to answer in 3, 2, 1, and we go to Vanessa first.
The Nice Guys.
And Tom?
The Nice Guys.
Both of you correct. 9 for 9. Not a miss so far. Steph Zabral, this match is paying off in dividends. Our first double perfect round. Incredible.
Incredible. This is the bad batch in the best way possible. I am so excited about this. I love making history, new things on the board, and these two people just did it right here.
Oh, wow. And I see our chat board lighting up. A skewed one just gifted a sub, and it looks like Video Drew, if I'm reading this correct, shout out to Video Drew, has gifted, I think, 10 subs. 10 subs Video Drew has done. So thank you, Video Drew. Obviously, we all love Video Drew, so thank you for that. So we need to go ahead and get to round number 2. Round number 2 is the wheel round, and here are the rules. Each competitor will spin the category wheel. Now, you can respin it once unless it lands on opponent's choice. Competitors will get 4 questions from a chosen category. Questions are worth 2 points unless you check the multiple choice. Then the value drops to 1 point. Opponents may steal if a competitor gives a incorrect answer. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. Again, shout out to Nuge and Movie Finobi for gifting all the subs right now. We are on fire right now, and we will see if the 2 competitors will remain on fire as we get to the wheel round. Now, Tom, this is your debut. Vanessa is a veteran in the MTS, so Vanessa, you will get to select if you want to go first, or would you like to defer to your opponent?
I will defer.
All right, so Tom, it is your time to spin the wheel. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, then let's do it. Let's give that wheel a whirl.
Mm-hmm. I know that's right.
You know, I always represent Steph. I always represent. Let's see. And it lands on Superman.
I'm going to spin it one more time.
All right, he's going to go for a respin. Didn't take long to think about that at all. He doesn't want anything to do with the Man of Steel, so let's give the wheel another whirl.
Here it goes.
Right. It lands on opponent's choice. Opponent's choice. Went to the well one too many times. Vanessa Fitzsimmons, you can now select what your opponent will get in round number 2.
Vanessa's Mafia vibes.
Let's see. I mean, I could do Superman, but he spinned away, but that could be a trick. Let's do Oscars.
Wow, okay, so she goes to Oscars. Oscar movies.
Yes, let's get it.
Yes, so as we pull up the category of Oscar films, Steph, whenever you are ready, you may begin.
All right, Tom, for your first question in Oscars. This director has won Best Director Academy Awards for Unforgiven and $1 Million Baby.
That would be Clint Eastwood.
That is correct.
Correct. As we move on to your next question in round 2.
All right, for your next question, Tom. Rami Malek won a Best Actor Academy Award for portraying this real-life individual.
That would be Freddie Mercury.
That is correct for your second in a row in round 2.
All right, and we move on to the next one. So far, pitching a perfect game, Tom has not missed anything. That's why they call him the Brass.
See if we can get this triple hitter. Tom, for your third question. This actor has been nominated for 12 Acting Academy Awards, the most by any male actor.
We get multiple choice, right?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm going to go multiple choice on this one.
All right. This actor has been nominated for 12 Acting Academy Awards, the most by any male actor. A. Lawrence Oliver. B. Paul Newman. C. Al Pacino. D. Jack Nicholson.
I'll go Laurence Olivier.
That is incorrect.
Incorrect. So now Vanessa Fitzsimmons has an opportunity to steal. Tom missing the first question of the game. Vanessa Fitzsimmons, you will hear the question again, and then you will hear the answer choices, and then you will be able to give your answer. Steph, whenever you're ready.
All right, Vanessa. This actor has been nominated for 12 Acting Academy Awards, the most by any male actor. Is it A. Laurence Oliver, B. Paul Newman, C. Al Pacino, D. Jack Nicholson?
D. The letter D, Jack.
That is correct. Jack Nicholson is who we were looking for. Vanessa with the steal.
Vanessa with the 1 point steal. 1 point steal is still 13-10. Tom well in this thing. Only missing one question. No harm, no foul. We go to your fourth and final question.
All right. Pulling up your fourth question. This actor's only acting nomination is for the 1985 crime drama Witness.
Harrison Ford.
That is correct. Back on the board.
Back on the board, and it is 15-10. 15-10. Tom, the Brass Chatalbash, able to recover from that 1 point steal. It's the only question that he's missed so far in the entire game. It is now Vanessa Fitzsimmons' turn to give the wheel a whirl. Vanessa, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Yes.
And it lands on. So we get a stop to the wheel. Looks like it is rom-coms. Do you want to stay with rom-coms, or you want to spin it again?
Let's go ahead and spin it again.
All right, she's going to tempt fate. And shout out to Robert, the Remnant Adams, for gifting some subs to the channel. We appreciate you, Robert. But let's go ahead and give it another whirl. Here we go. We almost did that in sync that time, Steph.
Yeah, we were ready for this one.
And it lands on Superman. It was destined to be. Destined to be the Man of Steel. As Vanessa Fitzsimmons, I'm going to be asking you your questions in the category of Superman. All right. Here we go for your first question in the realm of Superman. In Superman the movie, who plays Superman's birth father, Jor-El?
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando is correct for 2 points, 15-12, with Vanessa Fitzsimmons here in the category of Superman. All right, your next question. Which stand-up comedian plays Gus Gorman, a bumbling computer genius and con man in 1983's Superman 3?
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor is correct for another 2 points. Another 2 points, 15.
Moving along.
14. Wow. Incredible. All right. Here we go. In 1980's Superman 2, what does the villainous Zod mistakenly call Earth upon his arrival?
I'm going to do multiple choice.
All right. Multiple choice. All right. And your options are, is it A, Seoul, B, America, C, Planet Houston, or D, New Krypton?
I'm going to go D, New Krypton.
New Krypton is incorrect. It is incorrect. So now Tom Chatalbash has the opportunity to steal Vanessa's question here in round number 3 and get back that point that he lost. I'm going to read you the question again, and then you and the answer choices, and then you can give me your answer, Tom. In 1980's Superman 2, what does the villainous Zod mistakenly call Earth upon his arrival? Is it A, Seoul, B, America, C, Planet Houston, or D, New Krypton?
I don't know why I'm being pulled towards this answer. I'm going to say Seoul.
Soul is incorrect. It was actually Planet Houston. Planet Houston was the answer.
Where Brad is from, actually. This is based on his birthplace.
This is my birthplace, H-Town, Screwston, whatever you want to call it. That is the answer that we were looking for, but it's okay. It is still 15-14. Vanessa Fitzsimmons has one more question in the realm of Superman. And your final question. In how many films does Academy Award-winning actor Gene Hackman play Superman's arch-rival, Lex Luthor?
Three
is correct, which is going to give Vanessa Fitzsimmons a 1 point lead. 1 point lead going into the third and final round. I am still upset that no one got Planet Houston. Nevertheless, it is okay. We shall survive, like the Man of Steel did in the Snyder Cut. So here's how it stands right now. It's 16-15. Vanessa Fitzsimmons has a 1 point advantage. We know round number 3, anything can happen, Steph. But just give me your vibes on this match that we're seeing so far.
What a great round 1 and round 2. We're seeing two competitors that are really going head to head, very much showing up with the same energy, trying to win this, because that's what they're doing. They are winning this each in their own right. And so this round is going to show who's going to come out on top, but anything can happen. And they are doing such a great job.
Yeah, very competitive back and forth game, is it, between these two? And we go to round number 3, and here are the rules for the third and final round here in the FCL. Each competitor will pick 3 numbers that correspond to 3 different categories. Each competitor will get 3 questions. The questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. The competitor will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Now, there is no stealing or multiple choice in this final round. Now, both competitors still have all three of their repeats, their JTE rules, and a challenge if they feel like they need to use it. Tom, Vanessa, you all both clear on the rules for round number 3?
Yep.
All right. So, Vanessa, you are in the lead currently. So we were going to get your 3 numbers first. You can select any 3 numbers between 1 and 20.
This is so exciting. Get to pick numbers by myself. Okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go 7, 14, and 3.
7, 14, and 3.
Solid numbers.
All great numbers. All great numbers. Roxy Stryer would refer to them as sexy numbers. As we get to Tom. Tom, what are going to be your 3 numbers, sir?
I'm going to pick 8, 13, and 19.
8, 13, 19. All right. Now, Tom, you are down by 1 point. 1 point. So you will have to answer your 2-pointer first to get it to Vanessa Fitzsimmons. And you selected for your first number, the number 8, which corresponds to Denzel Washington movies. Denzel Washington movies. And we will go to Steph Sabra for your 2-point question.
All right, for your 2-point question. This 2007 biographical crime film was directed by Ridley Scott and starred Denzel and Russell Crowe.
That would be American Gangster.
That is correct. American
Right.
Gangster is exactly what we were looking for.
Perfect there. So now that puts Tom up by 1 point. It is 17-16. 17-16. And we go to Vanessa's first question. And she selected category 7, which corresponds to movie release dates. Movie release dates. All right, Vanessa. Here is your 2-point question. The original Back to the Future was released in what year?
1985.
1985 was correct. If you didn't get Planet Houston, at least you got that one. Vanessa Fitzsimmons.
I read it in a book.
Brad was waiting for that one.
It's funny how that goes. It is 18-17, and we go now back to Tom's for his next question, which you selected the category of 13, or the number 13, which corresponds to the category of 2010s.
Who directed the 2016 version of The Jungle Book featuring the vocal talents of Bill Murray, Ben Kingsley, Idris Elba, and Scarlett Johansson?
That would be Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau is correct. What a guy.
No hesitation at all. No hesitation at all. And I believe now Tom is up by 2 points. 2 points is 20-18 as we get to Vanessa Fitzsimmons' next category. And you selected, Vanessa, the number 14, which corresponds to another decade, one that I'm a big fan of, the 1990s. 1990s. And here we go in the 1990s. Richard Gere was in 2 movies released in 1990. One was Pretty Woman. What was the other?
Can you repeat the question again?
Yes, I can. All right. Your question in the category of 1990s movies. Richard Gere was in 2 movies released in 1990. One was Pretty Woman. What was the other? You can answer in 5, 4.
Can you repeat it one more time?
Yes. All right. That's your second one. You have 1 JTE remaining. Richard Gere was in 2 movies released in 1990. One was Pretty Woman. What was the other? I need an answer in
Eternal
5.
Affairs?
That is correct. That is correct for 3 points. Vanessa Fitzsimmons pulling it deep one, using those
Hold
JTEs to her benefit. Incredible right there. As now the game
That was a
is
Stacey
in.
Howard move.
That was.
I love that.
It really was.
Wow.
Fun to
Incredible.
watch.
Incredible. Now that means it is Tom's turn. And I believe we now are at your 5-pointer, Tom. You selected for your 5-point question number 19, which corresponds to Pixar.
All right, Tom, for your 5-point question, how many Pixar films have had proper feature film sequels released? We need an answer in 5.
Can you repeat the
4.
question?
Yes.
The first one.
All right. How many Pixar films have had proper feature film sequels released?
I'm going to say 3.
And your winner, Vanessa Fitzsimmons! The answer we were looking for was 5. 5 was the answer. Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, and Cars. Her face says it all. Vanessa Fitzsimmons walks away with the victory. It came down to the 5-point question. We are so excited that for this match. This was incredible. We're going to go to it right now. We're Steph Sabra. I mean, that was insane. It was insane what we just saw between Tom and Vanessa. Incredible.
I mean, from start to finish, that was such an incredible match. Those two competitors really did well tonight. I mean, such incredible performances from both of them, but I can't help but to feel so happy for Vanessa, just seeing her reaction just then. And just to note, that's our first woman in the FCL who has won a match, and that was one heck of a match to watch.
It was great. It was fantastic. You know, you start off with both players getting that double perfect first round. They went back and forth in the final round. I mean, in the second round there, had Tom been able to pick up the Planet Houston Steel, the game would have been tied regardless, and it would have forced Vanessa Fitzsimmons to answer her 5-point question. That did not occur. Nevertheless, Vanessa Fitzsimmons is your winner, and I'm excited to hear from her. So, Steph Sabra, take it away.
I'm still in shock.
Still in shock. Talk to me about it, girl.
Oh my God, I have tears in my eyes right now.
Yeah.
And it's not because, it's just because I'm doing this by myself, and I always felt like, okay, what can I do it by myself? Do I need to have that crutch of somebody during my second round and stuff like that? And so just because, you're your own worst critic. And the fact that I was able to do this, I'm still I'm shaking right now because I'm so excited.
I mean, Vanessa, I think this is all the proof in the world. They always tell players to run back the tapes if they need assurance receipts on what they can do. And you could just run back this tape from start to finish, round 1, 2, and 3. You were a straight killer. Your answers were on fire today, and it really did prove that you can do this alone. That's got to feel really good.
It does. It really, really does. And I studied a lot too. And you never know where it's going to land too. Like you could study so much about something and then just never get any questions come out of that. But it's a good feeling.
I've got to say, Tom put up one heck of a fight too. He was incredible. Did that make you nervous going that toe to toe with him each round?
Very, very much so, because you're going toe to toe, and it's at any moment, if one of us misses or we don't get any of the questions, it can go either way. So it was a lot of fun, but I'm glad that it was toe to toe because it kept me up on my toes, and I'm just it was great.
Now that you're on this solo journey in the FCL and crushed your first match, what do you want people to know about Vanessa, the individual, the competitor in the FCL? And is there anyone that you hope to take on?
That I know that I can do this on my own, and that Ooh, there are a lot of people that I want to go up against, especially my partner. I would love to see how I could go head to head with Robert. I know everybody wants him in the league, but aside from him, I would love to go up against one of the other girls in the league here that is new and fresh, Kat. So I would love to go up against her too.
Yes, well, I loved what you did today. I hope that you celebrate multiple things after you sign off on this Skype, and I hope to see you soon. Great work tonight.
Thank you.
Wow. Incredible to see Vanessa Fitzsimmons. You see it all over her face. She is so excited. She is so happy that she was able to pull off the win. Love to see that real emotion. It shows you that people really care about this game, Steph.
Oh my gosh, I know. As soon as I saw her doing this, I was like, girl, you're going to make me cry. Just because it's so cool to watch people work their butt off and then reap the rewards. And there is no loser today because I think Tom, like we said from the beginning, came in as a blank slate. If I'm watching Tom, I'm like, dang, he really knows his stuff. It was no joke. Round 1, round 2, round 3. It could have been anybody's game. It just wasn't his today, but that doesn't mean that he is not here to stay and to really make a name for himself.
Well, I want to hear from the man himself. I want to hear from Tom, the brass Chatalbash, right now. So, Steph Sabra, let's hear from Tom at this moment right now. Let's do it.
Tom, you started tonight as a blank slate, but you ended it as one person who I am definitely watching in this league. How are you feeling?
I feel good. Like, honestly, like I played like a good match. She played a better match. I loved playing her. Honestly, it was great seeing us both just kind of go toe to toe. Like I was like on the edge of my seat outside of my body, if that makes sense. So like I had a great time, and you know, I liked the fact I got to show what I'm made of. So I'm pretty excited about what I did today.
You totally did, not only in your knowledge, but also in just the technique, your use of the JTEs and the multiple choice. Not every competitor has leaned towards that, and then you did, and it was helpful. Is there going to be anything you're going to change in your preparation for the next match after tonight, or are you happy with what happened and going to keep that?
Honestly, like I'm pretty happy with my choices. I mean, honestly, it's just kind of a matter of luck at some point of like whether you get a question that you know, maybe you get a question you don't know. I studied the categories I felt like I was weak in, and luckily I didn't have to answer in those categories. So I think I'd play a pretty similar game actually.
Were the questions that speaking of the questions that you didn't know, did you have those in your recall and weren't able to get them, or were those kind of just blind spots for you?
No, honestly, the Pixar one, it was just more so being on the spot and trying to like think of it on the spot. Like I completely blanked on Finding Nemo, but like as soon as like the question was answered, I was like, oh, there it is. Like it's either like in the moment you have it or you don't, and then after the fact, it's like when someone insults you and then you think of the best comeback like 5 minutes later. Like that's how that felt.
Tom, you heard me earlier tonight. Now I am hearing you. We are one-on-one. I feel that, but I think what is going to happen is that now you have that experience. Now you know what can happen, and you're going to formulate better techniques to be able to call that. So I'm so excited to see what you do in the future in the FCL, and great job tonight. It was great to meet you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And likewise, definitely.
Bye, Tom.
Wow, I mean, what a peach of a gentleman. What a great guy. I love Tom now. And you know what? We got to see him again in the FCL play very soon. Both these competitors went out and rocked it. It shows you that right when we talked about it in the opening of this match, we said, is it more luck or is it more skill? You saw both of these players were equally skilled. The scoreboard 21-20, it doesn't get much closer than that. It had to do with luck. That category that you got, were you going to know it? Were you not going to know it? Pixar, he just couldn't pull it in the exact moment. He went with his gut. That's what we have to do in those times. Didn't pay off for him, but I see both of these competitors being on a free agency list here very soon and being looked at by the MTS competitors to get them on their teams.
I completely agree. I just really want to give more credit to right now, focus on Vanessa, because I still see that she's reeling with the information that she got in the best way possible. And it was really cool to see her just, both of them have the perfect first round, but then her continue, even in the moments where the answer wasn't necessarily there, but it was there. She was able to use those techniques. And that's where I think experience did play in a little bit, where she could just pull that. And like I said, it was the Stacey Howard move, and it's so fun. I'm sure all the fans at home watching absolutely loved for her to get that right.
Yeah, that internal affairs question, wow. I mean, to pull that And, after she went to 2 JTs, 2 repeats. I'm like, ooh, I don't know. Is she going to burn them all right here? She actually didn't. She said, you know what? I've used 2. I've thought about it. This is the only movie I can come up with. She says it, and it was that Stacey Howard-esque, how in the hell did you get that role? And it was great. And that's what the FCL is all about. We're showing the talent of all these competitors. Vanessa, big congratulations again to you. But now we're going to see Robert of Late to the Party compete in our main event. But before we get there, Garth McMurray gifting subs. Shout out to you, Garth McMurray. A skewed one again. Gifted another sub. Maxwell Adopt gifted another sub. We're all subbed in here. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I see the chat lighting up. We want to thank everybody watching live right now. Make sure you go follow us on that Twitter at First Class MTS so you never miss a moment of the action. But coming up next, our main event, Robert Montano taking on Andres the Ghost Gallego. But we'll be right back with more FCL after this.